The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now. And we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Ravens. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with Coach McGuire before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. We say hello to Kirk Francis. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Dickey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Francis. The short hands, it's Simmons. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now the Ravens offense will now get its first chance with the football. How will they be able to deal with this lockdown corner on the outside who believes he can take away half the field? Running inside, it's Cook. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Finding some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Here we go, ready. 1, go.
On the ground, it's Cook.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Finds a man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Stepping to the right, the throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Francis. The sure hands, it's Simmons.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a crease to the left. And his molars are probably...
Menu narration option is set to off.
After that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. You just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes a handoff. It's Cook. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. A little screen to the running back. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the back. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And it's the Ravens are flying down the field. He leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Now on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll run play action. Fakes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And it's the Ravens go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Cook. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ravens. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he's a problem.
Back to throw, it's Francis. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. On the run, it's Cook.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Could be an alley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. And it's the Ravens come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And it's the Ravens will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Run inside. It's Dickey. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Back to throw. It's Francis. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Dickey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Freeze, freeze. Cue. There we go.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it's the Ravens will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll pull it down. Stop just across the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Let's go. Here we go. Ready. 129, 129.
Might be changing the route.
Hey, move. Go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Throws it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 9 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Scott Frost out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it's the Ravens. Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some...
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. Hydra.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And to get rid of it quickly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on 3rd and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. Now you have an opportunity still at a field goal.
And he missed it. Good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard, have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. His man, it's Gallagher. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Reels it in down the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And it's the Ravens are rolling down the field. Now the play fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run inside. It's Cook. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Powers through the defender. Smashes through the tackle. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can create holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Cook. And he's in! Touchdown, Ravens! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Running inside, it's Dickey. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it in, it's Parker. Makes the catch and he's free. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Finds space on the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And it's the Ravens with the 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. At the 35, he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Dickey. Maybe some room here. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against a wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On the delay, it's Dickey. Might have a chance. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. On the run, it's Cook. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. When you're in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And it's the Ravens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ravens! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are... There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And it's the Ravens have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looking for space. It's sticky. And he's dragged down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense. And this offense would have taken a lot more of that today. It's been a rough day. Let's call a spade a spade. They haven't played like we've seen them play in the past. And this offense needs to find the run game, needs to find a little bit more balance, create some explosive plays on the ground, because today was not a day they're going to look back, watch the tape, and be impressed.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.